Living Out That Song plays off the classic hit Cats in the Cradle. I know you guys love that song. I grew up loving that song. And I'm really thankful that I was able to pull so much of that original song into this song. If I had to have a favorite part of Living Out That Song, it would probably be where it says, "The old man finally slowed down to see he'd missed the forest for the trees. And sure enough, the boy's words were true when he said, I'm gonna be just like you." And then it goes into that powerful chorus.
His old man finally slowed down to see he'd missed the forest for the trees. And sure enough, the boy's words were true when he said, I'm gonna be just like you. I remember hoping that maybe one day I'd have a son who sees me that way. We'd throw the ball and hang out too. Though he dropped it, I'll be glue. But life hits quick and in a hurry, going so fast it all gets blurry. Who knew I was the dad all along, living out that song.
What's my favorite part of Marry Me Again? Well, that's a tough one. I like the whole song, obviously. The chorus is very powerful. All the references to Bonnie and Clyde. Probably in the chorus where it says, "And our secret hideaways laying low for days." That was certainly true of the Outlaws. And I just love that part and love the whole chorus.
That girl's a Bonnie to my Clyde, riding shotgun by my side, leaving haters in the dust. Her drive is always clutch. She likes the sound of my V8 when I come rearing out the gate. And our secret hideaways laying low for days. Strong and loyal, tried and true. Life without her just won't do. Here like Bonnie till the end, marry me again.
It's On is kind of a party song. It's about a guy getting over a breakup, hanging out with the fellas again. If I had to have a favorite part in that song, it's probably the bridge. Playing off of Morgan and Morgan, it says, "Somebody get me Morgan and Morgan. This is going to cost me a fortune. Not the lawyers or that kind of bar. Wallen and Captain are more on par." And then it goes into that last powerful chorus.
Somebody give me Morgan and Morgan. This is gonna cost me a fortune. Not the lawyers or that kind of bar. Wallen and Captain are more on par. The bachelor pad is back in business, where every day's just like Christmas. Rappers scattered all over the floor, ice sailors and ugly sweaters galore. The only rules are to mind your own, restock the fridge and mute your phone. Boys, I'll be your good time liaison. My better half saw, now it's on.
Struck 'Em Out Lookin' is a baseball song. It's also a song about getting turned down by a pretty girl. If there was one part in particular that I would say is my favorite, it's probably the beginning when he says, "Coach put the ball in my hand and I held him scoreless through 9. We were now up by a run in the bottom of 10. The count went to 3-2, 1 strike from the win." I like how I play on the 3-2 count, 1 strike from the win. And then it just goes right into him looking at a pretty girl and striking the guy out looking.
Coach put the ball in my hand and I held him scoreless through 9. We were now up by a run in the bottom of 10. The count went to 3-2, 1 strike from the wind. I looked over at a pretty girl sitting in the very front row. She was wearing my jersey, screaming, "Come on, babe, let's go." I slowly glanced toward first base to keep the runner from booking. Reached back and fired that thing and struck him out looking.
Set the World on Fire might be my favorite of all the songs, if you can have one at this point. My wife Jill would tell you that I switch every week. But for now, I just love Set the World on Fire. It's a drive fast and get out of town song. If I had to have a favorite part in the song, it's probably at the end of the first stanza when I say, "Instead of burning it at both ends, burning rubber makes more sense." And it goes right into that chorus.
instead of burning it at both ends. Burning rubber makes more sense. I'll put it in drive, and that's what we'll do. Tear off the mirrors in that rear view. Leopards don't change their spots, okay, but these horses need to get away. Sure, we know this like the back of our hand, but we're too tied down like a one-man band. Was that little smirk a spark of desire? Let's go set the world on fire.
Tangled Up is probably the most romantic song I've ever heard. I sat at my desk and just envisioned a man and woman, a husband and wife, madly in love, finally getting some alone time, and I tried to draw that out with words. If I had to have a favorite part, and boy, this is tough, my favorite part of Tangled Up would probably be at the end of the second stanza when he pulls in the driveway, she steps outside. It says, they both embrace and then start to laugh. I had no idea you'd be looking like that. It's a romantic song. It's a passionate song. And then it leads into that powerful chorus of volcanoes exploding and all that sort of thing.
They both embrace and then start to laugh. I had no idea you'd be looking like that. She works a lot of hours for no pay, and now he's about to make her day. The earth will shake and the wolves will howl. The moon will dim and the stars will fall down. Lightning will strike and volcanoes explode. It's like they have their own nuclear code. The waves will come and the snow will melt. As the desert's cold is sure to be felt. It'll be passion of the highest degree when they get tangled up in them sheets. They get tangled up in them sheets.
Jill is a song I wrote about my wife, and I was just trying to capture her. What would I say about her if I were going to put her into words? And so I obviously love the whole song. If I had to have a favorite, it's probably the beginning, where he says, if your eyes lock, it won't last for long. She never even meant to. You read it all wrong. Just because it captures the innocence and faithfulness of Jill.
If your eyes lock, it won't last for long. She never even meant to. You read it all wrong.
But there's so much about the Jill song I love. The chorus, she's got the smoothness of Cabernet mixed with the swag of a Southern maid. That's just such a smooth sounding chorus.
She's got the smoothness of Cabernet mixed with the swag of a Southern maid. She'll scorch your earth, never look your way. That hot girl has got ice in her veins.
Arkansas Girl is a fun song. My kids love that song. If I had to have a favorite part of Arkansas Girl, there's probably two, and they both have to do with the mom and dad. I love it where it says in the first stanza, knows that her dad is just a phone call.
I bet she adored her pawpaw and spent her summers playing softball. Knows that her dad is just a phone call.
And then after talking about the grandpa, the dad, the future husband, we finally get to the person who matters most, her mom.
But for now, her best friend of all is the one she calls her mom. I bet they talk all day long. No, I've never met her, but bet that I could tell you about her.
It's hard to pick one particular line out of an entire song. I put a lot of effort into every word of every song. But those are probably my favorites. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoy singing along as much as I enjoy writing.